Hello, once again, to the audience here live on stage and everybody online. Welcome to our Fireside Chat that will be held about a very exciting project, but more about that right in a few seconds. My name is Petra Pliszka. Just a few words about myself. I am the graphic recorder here on Zero Project. My name is Petra. My sign name is Petra. And I'm a middle-aged white woman from Austria. You might hear the accent. And I am very, very pleased to have with me somebody who is going to tell us about a very exciting project, as I already mentioned. You produced pictures and pictograms for people who have problems with language. Is that correct? And you will tell us about it right now. And please first say your name, give a short description of yourself, and then tell us about your project.
Okay, thank you, Petra. I'm Leire Nieva. I'm from Spain. And, well, I have long brown hair, and I dress with black trousers and pink or salmon t-shirt jacket. And, well, for my project, you asked me.
First, maybe your organization first. How did you come up with the idea? What's the organization behind it?
Okay, we work in Fundación 11. That is an Spain organization that works for people with disabilities. The main objective is to employ the people, but we also work in accessible objectives and projects, and that one is one of them, one of the projects that it calls is a tool, and a really important tool.
Yes.
That is called Pictograms, Guide of Pictograms of Communication in an Emergency Situation.
Okay. As we are an international conference, I know we all agreed on English, but maybe you want to say the Spanish name of your project?
Okay. Thank you. Es una guía de pictogramas para la comunicación en una situación de emergencia.
Okay. So in 2 languages?
Yeah, in 2 languages.
So tell us about it. What's the purpose behind it? How did you come up with that idea? What was the need that you were trying to solve?
Well, this is a simple tool that is designed to improve the communication in emergency situations. It helps to Guardia Civil officers to have a clear and a simple communications when you are in a stress situation, in an emergency, and you have to express your needs clearly and also fast. That's the key.
So especially if I'm in shock and I do have a speech impairment, for instance, I can use these pictures to point at, or how am I going to use it?
Well, the thing is that these pictures called pictograms that are, they make a company that calls in Spain Arasag, okay? And they have already made. So we look for the dialogue that an officer's civil work made with people in a, for example, if you are lost, or for example, if you have to go because to another place and you didn't know where you are because you are and it helps to give the information. For example, all of the times, officers civil wars ask to your DNI, that is your identity card, and we make a pictogram, we show a pictogram, please give me that. And that's so fast, that's perfect.
I mean, you will tell us more about it, but I think this is something where we again see how innovative projects that are targeted towards people with disabilities are actually benefiting everyone.
Of course, that's what I'm going to say. We always pay attention because my area of work is people with disabilities, intellectual disabilities, but we come ahead so soon that this is useful for everyone because, for me now, I'm a tourist here, and if I have to communicate something that is important and it has to be fast to communicate, it will be so easy for me too. So. The main objective is with people with intellectual disability, but also for foreigners or for tourists or people is not the mother language.
Yes.
It's useful to give the information clear.
One question: did you involve people with intellectual disabilities in the development of the project and the product?
We always work with people with disabilities, in all of our projects, of course, because our company, we are all working together.
You're a very big company.
yeah,
providing a lot of projects. And
for
solutions.
example, if we have any question, but maybe in this case is not clear. Let's ask to people that we are thinking on that. So why not to take account, of course.
So if I summarize it, you came up with the idea to use pictograms so that people in emergency situations can point at certain situations. So is it actually me as the person pointing at the pictograms, or is it more the security and emergency personnel?
No, it's a person.
The person.
Yeah. Well,
themselves.
the officers civil war in the uniform, they wear everything, but also they are wearing all time tablets, and this is an app into the tablet. So the officers show to the people, to the citizen, the app, and you can.
So they don't carry around big books with pictograms. It's all on digital, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it easier.
And also it's public and it's in the website. So if you want to,
maybe you want to give us your website.
I have it here. The guide I have there.
Yeah.
In my bag.
Okay. But maybe you want to say the website where we can access it.
It's the Guardia Civil. The official.
On the official website of
on the official website.
Public Services.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Do you have any stories you can tell us where this has been used, and then or maybe some people came up to you and said, "Hey, yeah, we used it. This is how it worked."
Yeah. Yes.
So that's always interesting for the audience to hear stories.
Yeah. When the most of the cases that we used it is in, I know Camino de Santiago. That is an away typical in Spain, and the thing is there is a lot of people that are from another cities, another countries, and making this amazing experience, and it's normal to have lost. So in that case, they use this tool, and it's so helpful.
So it's actually used more by people who don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay. See? Mass production. Maybe we can scale up the product so they can spread all over the world, right?
Yeah. And of course come to
Could we
Camino
use
de
that
Santiago.
also here in Austria or in other countries? The same pictures?
No.
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 Okay.
We want it.
Okay.
We want to share and of course to share this good practice, and also if it will be implemented in, for example, here or wherever, for us it's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
So we can look at your examples and copy it.
You will adapt maybe, because this is only for civil war that we make the project together. So it's you will have a look to the guide, and maybe you will change some pictograms and adapt it to the police or whatever, or maybe
or our own culture. Sometimes pictures. I mean, I use a lot of pictures and drawings, and sometimes it depends on the culture where you use it. Sometimes also colors may vary in different countries and cultures.
Yeah.
But other than that,
and also the dialogue, it's maybe changed, because here they make another questions in emergency situations, but of course they can apply, and
it really is. I mean, I really had the great honor to see parts of your project, because we worked with a group of self-advocates together with the Zero Project team, and we looked at some of the project awardees, and they were really impressed because I consider myself an ally of people with intellectual disabilities, and they always face big challenges in communicating, especially in stressful situations. And they were really, really impressed by this very innovative idea.
Yeah.
One would think it's so simple, but it is not. It is not simple. It is really a lot of thought behind it.
Yeah,
right?
and you have to, it's simple, I know, but you have to take the idea and to think on that. And imagine how it's important to receive information that is so important to be safe. So it's simple, but it's strongly important. Yeah.
Yeah, it fits very well in this year's Zero Project crisis response topic. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
We still have a few minutes. So you talked about foreigners using the pictograms, but is there maybe one story where we really, you know that a person who was maybe speech impaired or nonverbal that could create a better situation for themselves in an emergency situation?
Well, we don't have any specific history, but we know that that pictograms are used to use in schools and in some places that are working with people with autism. So the thing is, we have the same pictures that they use.
Okay.
So when they have a look in the guide, they say, "Oh, that's so normal for me. I used to use that in my daily day." So they understood perfect when we are practicing with that.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know, because also from what we learned, also from a scientific perspective, also pictures have to be learned. It's like a vocabulary, right?
Of course.
So you have been using pictures that have already been known by people from the autism spectrum.
Yeah, it's the same.
The same pictograms. Okay.
So they don't have to
So
learn it.
for those of you online or right here, we have a big audience here, by the way. Thank you very much for being here. I think we could scale that up and take that all to our countries. And I think in many countries, or in many organizations even, we have already developed some pictograms that people have learned. So that's a good tip, I guess.
Yes.
To pick up on pictures that already exist.
Yeah.
Do you also work with photographs, or is it mainly just pictograms?
Only pictograms.
Yeah, okay. Very interesting. Now, again, we have a big audience here. We broadcast to the whole world. What's your message from your project, from what you're doing to the rest of the world?
Well, I can say that being accessible, being safe, being clear is important to improve and also to share good practice.
Okay. Short. You may applaud, but maybe you might have a question from the audience, and I will speak it into the microphone so that everybody can hear it. Do we have questions from the audience right here? Or comments? Is anybody else using any kinds of pictograms or pictures, photographs in communicating? Yes, you're raising your hand? Wait till you get a microphone, see? Oh, this is very good. Our team is always on spot. Thank you for that.
Thanks for the microphone, and thanks for the presentation. I'm Chiara from Italy. I wanted to understand if the personnel using the guide, what type of training, if they have some training, what's your experience with the training of the professionals using the guide?
Thank you, Chiara, for that question. Can you
Thank you,
answer
Chiara.
that?
Yes, I forgot that. Thank you for your question. We work with officers, with civil works officers, but not with all, because it's impossible. So, of course, we made some training with groups to know how works with this APP, because imagine that you are working and then you look your table, your tablet, and you say, oh, we have a new APP, what's that? So, of course, we made some courses to explain. But if maybe, do you imagine that you are so busy and you don't have time to go to these courses? If you read the guide, they have an instructions that are so simple to know how to use it correctly.
Okay, so train the people and also give them very simple instructions on how to use the devices and the technique. Well, we are facing the end of this very nice fireside chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for removing another barrier. In this case, the barrier of communication. And thank you to the audience here and online, and see you some other time. Bye.